Welcome to Developmental English 323. Over the course of the session, we will quickly move through online instruction of how to brainstorm, create idea maps, write topic sentences, supporting details, and structure effective essays. First, students need to access Blackboard through the Ranger College website. Here we have the Ranger College website. Go to, of course, www.rangercollege.edu. Click on the tab Blackboard, and then the icon Blackboard. Be advised that if you have not accessed Blackboard before, then your username will be your first initial of your first name, full last name, and then the last 4 digits of your social security number. For example, mine would be H Ortiz 1111. Then your password would be your full date of birth, such as 01/01/2013. If you have had an online class before, then use the username and password that you have previously set up. Let me go ahead and log on to Blackboard so that we can go ahead and be able to view what we'll need to do. Once you log into Blackboard, you should then pull a screen similar to what you are seeing here. I don't have the full screen open here. However, you should be able to see and locate Developmental English 323. Click this course, and the first thing you should be able to see is your assignments. Here we know that this is the assignments because it has the title Assignments, and you can see that there is actually already a learning module set up. Each week, students will access a learning module, which is the same as basically like a learning file. For example, I have already set up the first week. You will click on the appropriate week module and work all assignments in that module. Each module is worth a total of 100 points for each week's work. If you only do some of the assignments, then you will only earn some of the points. Let's go into the first week so that we can see what will be expected of us for this first week. For week 1, you have a student narrative, which is a discussion board post about yourself. For this first assignment, read the instructions below. For task 1, students are to post a narrative of themselves. Please use first person only, which is I, me, my, and include a photo of yourself. I have included additional instructions under discussion board tab. Please include your name, grade level, athletic interest, where you're from, and hobbies. When you click on the blue title, you will be automatically directed to the discussion board. Once you get on the discussion board, you'll click on Create Thread. Okay, once you're in a thread, the thread basically is a discussion post. This is your discussion post. What you will do is you will type narrative and then your name. Then you'll go into the message box and create your student narrative. Make sure to remember to include who you are, where you're from, your hobbies, your athletic interests. Be sure that you spell check by clicking on this button. It says ABC and it has a check. And what will happen is that if there are spelling errors, it will show you that there are spelling errors. Of course, here you can see there are no spelling errors. So I'll click OK. Once I have finished my narrative, I do not have any attachments, but what I want to do is submit. Once you submit, this will actually post it onto the discussion board. For the sake of not putting this on the discussion board, I will cancel this. I highly encourage students to be able to view other threads. For example, here is the thread that I included. All right. It's just basically some information. Please be advised that don't use harsh online language. I'm not going to tolerate inappropriate discussion postings. We're adults and we're meant to accept and tolerate one another. But I do want you to be able to comment. I'll be commenting on your discussion posts about yourself. I want to welcome you into this course, online course. And I always want to be able to encourage you to continue those. The way that you would be able to add on to someone else's is what you would do is click and then you would click reply. So once you have that accomplished, you have successfully completed the first task of Learning Module 1. Don't get too excited because there are actually several other tasks that are inside of Learning Module 1 for our first week. However, you are eligible to earn up to 20 points for this, 15 points. Students are eligible to earn up to 15 points for this task, and of course, not accomplishing the task will earn you no points. So in order to be able to see what task number 2 for this week, I'm going to click on the home screen. I'm going to get back into this week's learning module. And then what I want to do is, I've already accomplished the student narrative here. I want to be able to go into the second task. The second task, it says article, and it says in task 2, students are to read The Politics of the Millennial Generation by Time Magazine. I have hyperlinked this particular article, so all that you have to do is click on the title. It will actually open up a separate window for you so you can automatically go ahead and start reading. I highly suggest that students take notes of this article. And the reason that I say that I want you to take notes on this article, is because you will actually be tested on some of the content within this article. And what you'll need to look for is the main purpose of the article. It's also called a thesis statement. Main ideas presented which support the purpose of the article, and supporting details which support the main ideas. I've actually created an image which kind of goes very similar to a hierarchy. In any paragraph or any over an essay that you may write or going to write in my class, you'll have a main purpose, which is your thesis statement. You will have main ideas. Normally you'll have one main idea per each body paragraph. And then you'll have supporting details which support that main idea of that particular paragraph. What you need to do also, outside of reading that particular article, which we've already hyperlinked to and we have available here, you'll need to continue and make sure that you read this content which is included in task number 2. I gave an example of why this information is important to know. How does this promote our reading skill, and further, how does this promote our writing skill? Because you've taken notes and also you've read the information in task 2, what you need to do is you'll scroll down. As a part of this article, there is a 4-question test. You are welcome to use your notes. You are welcome to have the article open on a side screen or have the article printed in front of you. I don't consider that cheating, but merely a reference of the information that you should have already read. You only have so much time to be able to take this 4-question test, so obviously if you don't read the information in the article you need to, or if you're not understanding, then you're going to have some difficulty in that 4-question test. And you are able to earn 20 points for this test. I want to be able to evaluate, and you will see this each week, that you will be reading. Your writing skill is directly a reflection of how you read. So I want to be able to enhance your reading skill, which will thereby turn around and enhance your writing skill.